Hey everybody, you're listening to the Halloween Spooktacular. This is a Smoke Meat podcast. I'm your host, Brad Pittman. Smoke Meat is brought to you by Joe's Underground at the corner of 8th and Broad in Augusta, Georgia, in the bottom of the Lamar building. A great place to go. I love going down to Joe's. They've got great food, great drinks, great people. They make you feel like family the first time you walk in and every time you walk in. You go in, you make new friends, you hang out with old ones. Either way, you need to go on down and see Jeremy and the gang at Joe's. That's Joe's Underground, the corner of 8th and Broad in Augusta, Georgia, in the bottom of the Lamar building. Remember, I goes to Joe's and so should you. Another sponsor we've got is the 4 Points Trading Company. 4 Points hand makes some great soy candles. Right now, here in the studio, I am actually burning a bacon candle and a barbecue candle, and it is killing me. I am about to have to go upstairs and eat. It's just great, man. They've got so many different kinds. Got a lot of good things coming up for the holidays. You can go on their website, 4pointstradingco.com, and check it out. Find you some good stuff. They're great prices and great people to deal with. They're just so wonderful. It's a family-owned business, and they're wonderful people. And if you go on there and use the promo code Smoked Meat, you get 10% off. That lets them know that I sent you there. It's a wonderful thing. So check them out, 4pointstradingco.com. And another sponsor we got is WW Restaurant Equipment in Thompson, Georgia. It's at 1894 Moose Club Road. It's at the corner of Augusta Highway and Moose Club Road. And you need to go on down there and see Blake Harrison. You know, when you go in to see Blake, there's no telling what he's going to be doing. You know, some days he's got a big batch of boiled peanuts going for you. Other days, he may be sitting outside watching the Georgia Southern game. There's no telling, but Blake's always there to make your needs fulfilled, and it's a wonderful thing. You know, if you're shooting deer right now because it's deer season, and you don't want to pay somebody to process your deer, Blake has all your processing needs. He's got grinders, he's got slicers, cubers, you name it, he has it. Even has an ice machine for your hunting club, also services ice machines. If your hunting club's ice machine's not working quite right, go see Blake. He'll get you fixed up. That's right. And also, Thanksgiving's coming up. You want you a new turkey fryer? He has got all sizes of turkey fryers, baskets, burners, you name it. So go check him out. That's WW Restaurant Equipment at 1894 Moose Club Road in Thompson, Georgia. And the phone number is 706-595-9511, and ask for Blake Harrison. Great guy. Like I say, I've known him 40 years. He won't steer you wrong. Now, today on the Smoke Meat podcast, for one of my Halloween Spooktacular shows, I had to turn to a great friend of mine, Mr. Keith Tattness McCleary. A great friend, and I can't pronounce a name for anything this morning, but that's okay. Man, Keith is a former MMA fighter. He's an actor. He's a clothing designer. He's a tattoo artist. He's an artist in general, and just a great guy. I mean, he's got the Tattness podcast, Uncensored. You need to listen to it. He has a lot of great guests. And we just had a ball, man. We clicked right off the bat, and we're really good friends. So we talk about a little bit of everything. We've got a little language in this one, but hey, we're all grown. It's okay. So we're going to go on ahead and kick this beast off here on Smoked Meat. So how the hell are you today, Tattness?
I am fucking, I'm tired, but, I did my fasted cardio today, so that drains you. But other than that, I'm good.
Oh, man, my idea of fasted cardio is not eating something while I'm walking to the kitchen. Hell yeah.
The struggle.
Hey, man. Oh, man.
Fasted cardio. I enjoy my steak a hell of a lot more when I get home from that, man. I do an hour, and then, it's just game over. It's, it's all about that food. All bets are off at that point.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I got to get in, I've been in a gym for like 3 years now, and I need to go by there and see what the hell's going on because I have not lost a pound.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I need to see if they're still open. Hell. You figure after 3 years, something would have changed, but fuck no.
The membership only goes so far.
Man, oh man. Yeah, what it is, I'm cheap. They say the first 10 pounds are free. I'm stretching this shit out. Hell yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, dude, I'm stoked about Halloween. How about you?
Oh, I love it. It's like my favorite time of year, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah. I love it, man. I've been watching Halloween movies and I'm just having a ball with it. I found my favorite old Halloween movie on, I think it was on Prime yesterday, April Fool's Day.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I love it. I hadn't seen that movie in forever. But yeah.
Yeah, I love Halloween, dude. It's a trip. I love horror movies, like all the 80s stuff, especially.
Oh, yeah. And the great part is, man, in the 80s, I could go see that shit in the theater. I was old enough.
Shit, not me, man. I missed out.
See, the great thing about the 80s was if it didn't matter who the hell it was with you, if they were over 17, you could be 6 years old and get into an R-rated movie.
I got screwed. I was born in 83, man, and nobody would take me to shit.
Dude, my first R-rated movie, I went with my brother to see fucking Porky's.
Oh, no way.
I was like 8 or 9 years old.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I actually watched all three of those the other day. Yep.
That's so good.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see Nightmare on Elm Street in the theaters. You guys get lucky because you got theaters out there that are bringing it back, and over in Canada, we're just like, up yours, I guess.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the theater when it came out. That and all the Friday the 13th, those were cool.
Damn.
I love those. I tried to get Kane Hodder on the show, but he's doing his own show right now, and I can respect that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a busy dude, man.
Yeah.
That dude keeps busy.
Oh, yeah. But I loved them all. They were great, and the effects in them. I like CGI. It's got its place, but there's nothing like, Tom Savini working his ass off to make this happen.
I agree. Absolutely. Horror movies, to me, practical effects are what's up. I mean,
all
that's
day.
Always the way. Always.
Yeah. When I was younger, actually, I got Savini's book and learned to do some makeup. And then I started doing it, just figuring things out on my own. This was before YouTube and all the fun stuff we have today. And I could make a pretty good bit of money around Halloween. One year I made like $900 for 2 days worth of work.
Damn.
Just making up rich people.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, these earbuds are driving me nuts. That one just keeps wanting to pop out.
Oh, that's the worst. There's always that one, right? One will stay in there through a tornado, but the other one, you turn your head and it pops out.
That's it exactly. Oh man. But yeah, what was your worst Halloween costume when you were a kid?
Oh man, absolute worst would probably be in the 80s with those cheap shit plastic, sharp edge masks with the elastic that tugs your hair right out of your head and then snaps like easily, where they just stapled this elastic to the sides of this piece of crap plastic and they crack all around the edges. I had I wanted a He-Man mask and they didn't have it. They were sold out. So I ended up being Hordak from She-Ra. And it was this like plastic, like garbage bag material for the costume that's like a smock or something. And then this cheap shit plastic mask. It was just awful.
Oh yeah, I remember those well. You should have had the ones in the 70s. The ones in the 80s were improved upon.
Oh my God.
The ones in the 70s were basically a painted trash bag and a fucking pie plate. Dude, oh man. But the thing is, after Halloween, we would keep them bitches for a month till they were like shreds because we would play in them.
Oh shit.
Fuck you, I'm Batman. And hey.
Speaking of those masks, it's really cool. I'm friends with Dave Farish, and he has the actual mask that he wore in the remake of Halloween, and it's for sale.
Oh man, that would be amazing because it had been a long time since I'd seen that one, And before I talked to him, I said, I've got to watch this again. And there's so many different people who played Michael, and everybody has done such a great job. But by far, Child Michael Myers in 2017 is my favorite one, or 2007.
Yeah, he killed it, dude.
Dude, he would pull that fucking mask down and you knew it was on.
Right? He was a creepy kid, man.
Man. Yeah.
But he's selling it.
Yeah, I got to interview him and my audio screwed up so bad I've got to redo him. And I hate that because he was such a great interview. And he's rapping now.
Yeah, man, he's a good dude. He's a friend of mine.
He's killing it.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and his mom, dude, she supports him 100%. When I interviewed her, half of the interview was talking about his music.
Yep. I had her on my show too, man, and she's got quite a career behind her as well, and really cool fucking woman, man. Yeah, it was a great time, and I'm friends with him and so many other people. It's crazy. So to get him on my show is pretty easy, and it's like, good times. And I found out he's selling that mask. I'm like, oh, I don't want to know how much.
Oh man, I've got a friend who would probably sell his house to be able to buy that mask.
I just keep telling myself, you don't need it, motherfucker. I got a horror bookshelf, and I'm like,
I have a blank space right back there where it would be perfect. It would be amazing, right back there by the Kenny Aronoff drum head.
Right, it's perfect size too, dude.
Or on the Sasquatch cup.
Right. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish you hadn't told me that because now I got to find out.
Right. Oh. I didn't ask. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not asking. I don't need more clutter in my fucking life.
Oh, man.
But it's tempting, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. You want to talk clutter? My wife got on to me last night. One of our neighbors posted a thing on Facebook of some stuff he was giving away. I'm now the proud owner of 2 3-foot tall little tiki posts, like with the carved faces and shit on them, the totems. Yeah, and he brought them to me. I walked in the house with them from the garage, and she just looked at me and said, really?
Right.
It really pissed her off when I set them on either side of the fireplace. Yeah, she threw that one to the wind real quick.
You're like me, dude. I would pull that, like, you never know when you're going to need them and shit. You know what I mean? Like, when the fuck are you ever going to need tiki posts?
Exactly. I said, they were fucking free. She's like, so? Ass beatings are free too, but you don't take those. Touche. Yeah. Kills me. Just doesn't understand a good value.
Right? Fuck, it's free. Why not? You never know when you're going to need 2 tiki posts.
Exactly. And they're real wood.
Find yourself in a life or death situation. I really wish I had my fucking tiki posts to save me.
A tiki post and Dave's mask would have saved us in this situation.
Right?
Our kids don't need college.
Right?
They're not that smart anyway. They're not going to pass. Oh, man. You got to love it.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
But yeah, we were talking about Halloween costumes. I remember when makeup started getting big. The first makeup I got to use, I found a Kiss makeup kit.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah, I was Gene Simmons. Oh yes. Well, I look like Gene Simmons if he had seizures. Oh yeah, dude. There's a reason why I do not tattoo. I have apprenticed. I'm an apprentice tattoo artist, but I'm not an artist at all. And trying to get shit exact on both sides of your face, no.
I remember for me when I was a kid, the makeup that was really common in the stores was the Nightmare on Elm Street makeup that was never even remotely close to like what Freddy looked like. So it was like some welfare looking bullshit. And no matter who put it on you, it just looked like Helen Keller did it, Yeah,
it looked like they repainted that fake vomit that they couldn't sell.
Right.
You know what I always used for Freddie? Plain old Knox unflavored gelatin. Get that shit, put it on your face after you make it. It sticks. It's got good texture. Take your makeup and put on it. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's cheap.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm the cheapest bitch you'll ever meet. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, you did take the 2 free tiki posts just because they were free.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Hey, so you never know.
Defending the crown.
As a matter of fact, ta-da!
I would have taken them too. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they're going on the wall somewhere behind me. I just haven't figured out where yet. But, oh yeah, love them. You have to respect the tiki posts.
So how long are you sleeping on the couch for then?
Oh man, I'm still down here in the studio, so I'm lucky. Oh yeah, I just hope she doesn't remember the Brady Bunch episode with the little tiki guy.
I remember that one. Holy shit! With the curse, that was.
Yeah, try going to sleep on medication with that shit in your house, thinking about that before you go to bed. That's some jacked up ass dreams.
I don't need medication. I smoke enough weed to fuck with myself like that.
Oh man. Oh, if I'm ever able to retire. Oh man. Yeah, because I do the CBD oil.
Oh yeah.
But I have to get it without THC in it, and that shit's great.
Oh yeah, for sure. Very beneficial.
Yeah, man, because when I told you, about my stutter and my anxiety and shit that came from the strokes and the PTSD, I can hit that, boom, it's gone.
I love that weed's legal in Canada, especially like everywhere it's legal. I'm a little bit bummed out though. I feel like as much as I love the 80s, they fucking lied to me because I've not yet once had a stranger try to offer me free weed. So, all the warnings I got as a kid were a crock of shit. I was looking forward to it and it never has happened yet.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Be careful. Somebody's going to put something in your drink.
Right.
Apparently I hang out with a bunch of cheap people. Nobody wants to waste their drugs on me.
Half the motherfuckers I know won't even put ice cubes in my drink, for God's sake, the cheap sons of bitches.
You're in Canada. You don't need ice. Stand outside and drink it.
Well, it was so funny one night. I get these ridiculous stoner thoughts. And my producer and I went for a walk, and one night we were walking so I could smoke my joint. And we were both passing this joint back and forth. And I started cracking up. And she's like, what the fuck is so funny? And I was like, because I was outside, walking out at night, smoking this joint. And I had my leather jacket on. And I was like, I'm officially the dude the 80s warned me not to talk to as a kid.
I remember those commercials.
Right? So,
man. Oh, yeah. Because, it didn't do really good for the leather jacket industry. It didn't hurt the drug industry a damn bit, but it screwed the leather jacket people over.
Right. I was cracking. Oh, like I'm that guy. I've become that guy that I was told as a kid not to talk to.
Oh, man. When you were fighting, you should have went to the ring in a leather jacket.
Right.
To hell with a robe.
In my mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the best part is anywhere that weed's legal, the commission can't touch you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not considered a banned substance if you're in a state or a province. Well, every province here it's legal. So the athletics commission won't do shit because it's legal where you're fighting, so it's fine. If it was illegal, then they can nail you. So
yeah, groovy. But yeah, could you imagine an MMA fight where everybody was high?
I couldn't do it. I'd be too passive. I'd be like, fuck off, man. I'm hungry.
It looked like Rock'em Sock'em robots. Oh man,
What about fighting on shrooms?
man. Oh, and get both fighters to take a huge hit of salvia, and the first one to come out of salvia he's going to win. But
Of course.
oh man, and I've never done that. The hardest thing I've ever done is weed. I'm too much of a control freak. But I was someone's salvia sitter one time. I'm a horrible sitter. I'm fucking horrible. Me and another guy were watching him, and my friend had gotten a giant teddy bear, like 4 foot tall, out of a dumpster, and he had it in his truck. And this guy's like, "Y'all ain't gonna mess with me. Y'all ain't gonna let me do anything stupid while we're on." We're like, "No." As soon as he hit it, my boy went and got that shit out of his truck. Oh yeah, he was talking to the bear. Then he started crying, and right as he was coming out of it, we said, "Why are you crying?" He looked up and said, "The bear said I was fucking fat." It was beautiful. We are horrible sitters.
Oh my God, I love it. I didn't even touch shrooms until like this year. And they're so fucking good, man, because it just like changes your perception of everything. Like you realize like you're just a little tiny piece of the bigger picture. No matter how fucking famous you may be or whatever, you're just kind of there, dude. And it just makes you fucking want to be cool with everybody and just not, have this massive fucking ego and shit, which I never liked anyway. But it just, you feel more connected to everything, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And in spite of what people may think, shrooms can actually make you laugh your ass off as well as weeds. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And what's funny is now we can give ketamine on the ambulance. And
Wow.
with ketamine, it's kind of like LSD and all that stuff, because it's a disassociative, but when you start going under, if you're in a good space, your little K-hole is going to be a nice little trip. If you're in a jacked up space, bad trip.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it takes everything. I've not had to give it because I'm real stingy with my narcs, but it's going to be so hard not to just start talking about dragons and shit. Man, those
Right.
monkeys are getting on my nerves hanging from that bar up there. Oh.
Shrooms are the same way though. They just accentuate what you're feeling. So you have to go into it with like a positive intent. And I find they're really cool. Even microdosing, so you're not going to get like tripping out and shit, but it really increases your mood. It makes you enjoy things more, especially food and shit like that.
Yeah.
And puts you in a really good mood. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
We should. Why don't we have Friday night peyote fights?
That would be amazing. Now I tell you, talk about microdosing. You ever heard of a band called Revolution?
Yeah.
Yeah. Olga from that band, she is actually a doctor.
Really?
Yeah, she was a doctor in Russia, and she has done extensive research on a type of mushroom. It's a little red one with the white dots on it. That everybody says stay away from, it'll kill you. But she's done a lot of research on microdosing with that. Dude, that shit, if it's true, that shit fixes everything.
Wow, no doubt.
She just published a paper on it in a Russian medical journal, and she's trying to get it translated to English to publish it over here.
Damn.
Man, it was funny whenever I went to interview her and her husband, No, I interviewed No first, and you think a lot of times, okay, this is a rocker, they're they're rock and roll people. Yeah, the 3 Mars habitats that are here on Earth that they train in, yeah, No designed and built those.
Damn.
Yeah, and she's a friggin' doctor. I was just so taken aback. I'm like, damn, okay, I can dig this. Yeah, he works on green solutions for everything and comes up with really good shit. And it's like, man, this is, huh?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
a
yeah.
trip. And I thought I did some shit, but fuck.
Yeah. I mean, when we were talking, he said, "Yeah, the Mars habitats weren't that bad to make." I'm like, "No, what?" He's like, "Yeah." And I had so much fun talking to them.
No doubt.
But yeah, yeah. And
I just had Pond Hawks on my fucking show
mhm,
recently, and they got some stories, man.
man, have you had Ashes to Omens yet?
Yeah, a couple members.
Yeah, they are from Athens, just up the road from me here. And years ago, when I lived there, there was a bar called the Night Owl, and this is the kind of place where they swept up the eyeballs when it closed. And I saw a band there called Diamondback, and I found out they're still around, but the Night Owl's been closed. But when I listened to them and I talked to James, the lead singer, I said, "Man, if the Night Owl was still around, that's where I would have seen y'all." And he remembered the club, and we just had such a good time talking about Athens, man. And it's like, damn, okay. And he's actually getting me the lead singer from Diamondback for my show because he
Oh, that's
knows him
dope.
really well.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, it's neat to talk to people on this thing because you never know where it's going to go.
It's true.
Like
Absolutely.
you've heard me, I fanboy out for a few minutes. Hell, we started out talking about Halloween. Now we're talking about bands. It just kind of goes everywhere.
Right? It's yeah, it's so fucking weird too. Like I've had so many cool people on my show, and to have them be like, "Oh, I'm a bit nervous, I haven't been on your show." I'm like, what the fuck are you nervous about? Like, it's a conversation, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's all good. I am not here to bury anybody.
Yeah.
Fucking Jan Birch is one of the coolest fucking people. He's a friend of mine, and he's supposed to come back in November if
Mm.
if things go well. And he was awesome. Like we could have talked for like 3 hours, but I have another guest. I had Mickey Ferris actually coming on after him, so I was like, I can't fucking hang out too long and go over like I normally would if I had nobody. Because shit, some people will talk for 2 hours, man. And he's like, "Man, I could have sat here and talked with you for like 3 hours. We got to do this again. We didn't shoot enough shit." I'm like, "Anytime, let's do it."
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny when I first started interviewing a lot of people, my first big interview was, with Eileen and Jimmy was Fred Schneider from the B-52s. And I did like 3 pages worth of notes because I've been a huge fan forever. And he's such a great guy. But when I got him on and I mentioned Rock Lobster, he said, "That's 40 years worth of history. People can read about that. Let's talk about today." And I was like, "Oh shit, I've just lost my show." But we still did like 30 minutes and it was a great interview because it was just, okay, well, hell, let's talk.
That's
And
all I've ever done, man.
yeah, it's neat to learn from people on the show. Like, I did Mickey Burns and he's got a book called From Projects to Profiles. I lost the word for a minute. And he was telling me stories and I said, I'm going to have to read your book. And about 10 minutes later, toward the end of the show, I got schooled on my own podcast. He told me a story about someone who was doing a radio show somewhere. They were going to come on his show and they had written a book. And his producer said, "All right, you need to listen to this radio interview we did." Okay. So the guy calls into the radio station, DJ comes on and says, "Hey, thanks for calling WKZK," or whatever it was, "glad to have you on." The guy said, "Well, first question, have you read my book?" The guy said, "Not yet." Click. And Mickey said, when you have someone on, it just shows respect that you've actually done your research and read their books and all this. And I almost cut that out. And I'm like, no, leave that in. Because I got schooled on my own show, but I took it to heart and I remember that shit.
Yeah, he was on my show and he told that story because we were talking about like guest interactions with like any bad experiences with guests. And I said, I've been fortunate. Never had anybody that was a complete dick. He's like, that's great. He's like, because there was this one time that I witnessed this, and he told me what happened. And super great dude. He told me, if you ever find yourself in New York again, hit me up and we'll go for lunch and whatever. And as we were wrapping up my show, he was like, you got a bright future in this business. I'm like, damn, that's from someone that's been doing it so long. That's high praise, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's a great guy, and it's just neat to learn from people on your show. Every episode I learn from somebody something. And I just love doing this. I feel so blessed. I've gotten to talk to people that, I'm nearly 50 years old. I haven't talked to this many famous people and gotten to know them and just remain friends with them. That's the really cool part. It's not like where if they come on the show, I go, so tell me about your new album. Yes. What was the inspiration for that song? Okay. No, it's okay. Tell me a little bit about this, but you been fishing lately?
That's exactly it, right? Like, that's why I've always done my show that way, because I've been interviewed so many fucking times that everybody thinks they're the first to ask the same shit. And it's like, really, dude, we're doing this again.
Yeah. What made you decide to start fighting?
Every time, right? Every time. And I'm like, wow, did you strain yourself on that one? Fuck.
Yeah.
That's I don't know, man. I'd never want to be that dude that's like, oh fuck, another one of these. And then Ron Russell's another one that gave me a massive compliment and said, I don't do fucking shows like that. So, and then on his show, when I was on with on Jimmy and Ron's show, he was like, man, I do all these fucking interview shows. Yours is the only good one. I was like, yeah. I'm like, shots have been fired. You're gonna have some salty people that aren't gonna like that too much, because he even said, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but fuck it. I'm like, so that's high praise, man. I fucking, him and I had a blast.
Oh, Ron is great. I had him on the show when he was one of my first interviews whenever I started with Eileen and Jimmy, and I didn't quite know how to take him. I hadn't actually spoken to him before the show. And the first thing he said, he asked before we started recording, he said, all right, can I talk dirty on here? I'm like, yeah, say anything you want to. So I asked him how he's doing. He said, I'm doing fine. Which way's your smoked meat hanging, to the left or right? And then we talked for 10 minutes about fake boobs. I'm like, okay. And it was awesome, but I didn't quite know how to take Ron right then. And he's supposed to be coming back on the show, and I'm so looking forward to it, because now I have a grasp on who Ron is and how Ron is. And I just love him. They're all three just such great people.
Yeah, I love Ron. He's great. I love Jimmy. He's fucking awesome. And November 7th will be my 100th show, and it'll be live for the first time. And they're going to be my guests. So
nice.
I get both of them this time. Tag team effort.
Oh, man, that's awesome. My 100th show was Scott Page.
Oh, nice. I love Scott.
Yeah, he is amazing. Once again, I expected to just get on and talk about Pink Floyd and all that. And next thing you know, I'm learning about marketing and technology. And I'm like, damn, okay, this guy is just a genius in this stuff.
He is. Yeah. We talk business and then we talk shrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny, whenever I first started with this, with Eileen and Jimmy, she sent me a link one day, and it was a Zoom meeting, and it was one of Think EXP's concerts they were trying out on the Zoom. And all I knew, it was a Scott Page show. So, I mean, somebody sends you an invite to a private show, you're going to click it. And I clicked it, and I saw Scott, and I looked over, I saw Kenny Olson, I saw Stephen Perkins, I saw Norwood Fisher. I'm like, holy shit. And it was funny, because that night, I had 3 shifts back to back that were just horrible. I mean, they were nasty, just took it out of me shifts. And I told them, I said, y'all don't understand what this did for me. That washed it away. But yeah, the connections I've made, the people that I've got to know here, just, man, like Sherry Nelson, your fellow Canadian.
Yep. Love her.
Yeah, I have got her first autographed picture on the Wall of Fame over here.
Awesome.
Yep. I love Sherry to pieces. I need to get in touch with her. I hadn't talked to her in a little while.
Yeah,
She,
she's a sweetheart, man.
yeah,
And
she has grown so much. She's doing like you. She's killing it.
she's one of my dear friends. And Kenny Olson's like my brother, man.
Oh man.
Love that dude. And yeah, fucking all of those cats, man. I got a few people on the show that said to me, like, Scott Page told me I absolutely have to do your show. So I was like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate that. You don't expect these things, you know what I'm saying? And then you hear it from other people, and it's like, yeah, that's nuts. I appreciate it. But Sherry's a sweetheart, man. Absolute dear friend of mine. I haven't texted her in a while either. She called me like a few weeks back, but like she messaged me the other day with a couple of hilarious pictures, but that was about it. But we both been swamped, so it's how it goes. But absolute sweetheart, always supportive, love her to death. And yeah, man, there's so many people, and I always tell people, like, I love that shit, because people are like, oh, I'm nervous, talking to you or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna do with a cool job. Like, that's it, dude. Like, it's people, dude.
Yeah.
That's all we are. So
it's funny. I look at my phone and it doesn't faze me, but a movie fan or a music fan or any kind of people like that, you could scroll through my contacts list and my actual Facebook Messenger where I've talked to people and they would shit themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, okay, you've got this guy's number. Yeah. Do you actually talk to him on it? Yeah, look through my history, you'll see. It's just neat. I love it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, for 5 years now, I've been in that position. I know so many fucking people, it's ridiculous. And I forget that the people around me aren't really used to that. That to them, it's not normal. So my producer like almost shit herself when she's sitting here one day and my phone rings and I put it on speaker and she's like, all she hears is, "Hey, this is Ken Sagos." I'm like, "What's up, brother?" And she's like, "Did he just say that's Ken Sagos from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're calling you. Yeah, well, yeah. Like, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But you see this like fangirl face, and it was funny as shit. I'm like, oh yeah, to you this is fucking weird, but this has been my 5 years, of my life. So
yeah, but I love it. And some of the things people do, when I had Kenny Aronoff on the show, I told him two of my favorite drum fills in the world, Jack and Diane and Blades of Glory. And in the course of the interview, dude sung those two drum fills to me. I'm getting goosebumps on my arms now thinking about it. It's like, damn, who gets this?
I love him too, man. He's dope as shit. Yeah, I still haven't texted him like we talked the other day off the air, and I fucking still haven't texted his ass yet. I keep saying I need to, but shit happens. I get so busy. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
I'll tell you what would be funny, and I may wind up doing this, and I shouldn't even say it on the air, but I'm going to. I need to get a burner phone and just start calling him from it and say that I got his number from your show. And just be the totally creepy stalker guy.
This needs to happen.
Just every once in a while, just send a text. What kind of shirt you wearing today? I want to dress the same. Shit like that.
Fuck, I'm gonna start doing it from payphones. Collect calls.
Oh man, we're going to hell. They're grooming me for a management spot anyway, so
he's gonna call me and be like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Set up about 30 fake email addresses and just start spamming him with shit.
I totally didn't realize I left his email in that shit, dude. You told me. I was like, "Oh no." Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It happens.
I don't know why anyone talks to me.
Oh man. Yeah. So Did you like my comment about your movie title a while ago?
That was pretty badass.
Yep. For everybody that doesn't know, Keith was on a different show a while ago, and I was watching, and they were talking about this new movie that he just got cast in. Was Unforgivable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the co-host, they kept talking about his superpower was farting. And I put, Unforgivable is him in an elevator that's stuck. So, oh yeah. Yeah. That would be unforgivable.
I was cracking the fuck up when I saw that. I was like, I gotta maintain my composure here because that shit's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But that was a great show. I enjoyed watching it and listening to it. Yeah. Most definitely. Danny McDermott.
Yeah, man. That was good times.
Yeah.
He's funny as fuck. We were cracking up during a meeting regarding that show the other day, and we were just busting each other up, man, with nonsense and stupidity. Like fucking, you talked about that fucking assault with a baguette thing, and said, assault is assault after all. I said, not if it's whole wheat. Those carbs are fucking brutal, though.
Damn. Damn it.
I think I killed him.
Man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to edit that out. Welcome back, pneumonia. I had my mic turned down, but you know how that shit goes.
On my first season, I talked about an incident. This, to me, should have been a Florida thing, but it wasn't. So I think, this Florida man nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Has competition. This happened in the UK. Fucking a dude is suing a grocery store because he got third-degree burns on his pecker when he fucked a microwave lasagna, because nobody in the grocery store warned him not to do that.
Damn. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, he basically decided that the person that was stocking shelves that witnessed him pick up the lasagna didn't say, hey, don't fuck that. So now he's liable. The cashier helped me cash out with this thing. Never once told me, don't stick your womb broom in it. So, she's now liable. So he's suing the grocery store because he burned his fucking junk. Because, first of all, at least give it 5 minutes when you get it out the microwave before you go sticking your spam javelin in it. And second of all, was it consensual? Or, I need answers, bro.
Well, my thing is, he's got a little overkill going. Has he never heard of Hot Pockets?
Oh, you're up in the game. It's 2020.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny. After I watched Clown Motel, I actually got to talk to Johnny Perotti. I had him on the show, the guy who played Hammy. And have you seen Clown Motel?
I just watched it yesterday.
Yeah, you've seen Hammy's introduction to the world.
Yes, that was something.
Yeah, he skipped some levels on that one. He made my Clown Murray. Yeah, he upped the bar. But I asked him, I said, do they have the craft service have the nerve to serve ham? He said that Joe had actually bought 3 of them for that scene, but they only used 1, so he cooked the other 2 that night.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't eat it.
Yeah, I love ham. A pig's got to walk past me in a fucking chicken soup, but that night it would have been safe. Oh yeah, that was rough.
I remember, the first thing I thought when I watched it, I was like, that is not how you use a windshield wiper.
Oh man, and he did the coolest thing for me. My partner, when I showed them the scene, he was more creeped out when he turned around and said, well, what do we have here? So after the interview was over, John, and my partner's name is Kelly, he recorded this for me. He said, well, what do we have here? It's Kelly. And I just randomly messaged that to my partner, and he nearly shit. He's like, that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Is that actually the guy? I said, yes, it is. He's like, that's horrible, but I'm never deleting it.
Right. Well, first of all, never invite that motherfucker to Easter dinner.
Yeah.
Ham on the table.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. That'd be
That movie
bad.
was a trip.
Oh, man. And it's fun to get people, like I've got good friends. Like I did Sonny Schroyer from the Dukes of Hazzard, the guy that played Enos. And my friend Blake, who he's the guy that just sponsored the show, and I've known him for 40 years. I mean, we're brothers, and we're both hardcore Smokey and the Bandit fans. Well, Enos played in that movie, and when it was over, he actually recorded the line, Blake, when that judge gets hold of you, he's going to turn you every which way but loose, boy. And I sent that to him, and he had a fit. He loved it.
But it's actually hilarious, dude. My two cats are Smokey and Bandit.
Oh, man. Well, where I live at, the whole movie was filmed within 30 miles of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
Oh, yeah. Before I became a paramedic up here, actually, the building where the snowman got his ass kicked and thrown out of, that's in McDonough. And I actually wanted to get that building and open up Snowman's Barbecue in there. But I got my job as a medic and said, I can make more money doing this right now.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. I love it, though. Got to love it.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
oh, man.
I think that's awesome that you do that shit because it takes a special type of person to do it, man.
Oh, man. I've been doing it for 30 years.
Fuck.
I feel old. Damn, I feel old. It looks like I've got the Paul Senior mustache going. No, it's a full goat. That shit's just white. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got the Paul Senior. Oh, man. And it doesn't take a lot to for them to make me up to look really old. There used to be a haunted house in Augusta, still is, called Plantation Blood. I would go out there and I would volunteer work at it because I love that shit. And after the strokes, when the stutter went away, but they still didn't want me to just go in and go balls out because, I still wasn't all there. I was all there, but just was weak, I went out there one night in a pair of sleep pants, a white wife beater, and an old robe and slippers. And they made me up to look old. My whole thing, I could go anywhere in the house I wanted to. I knew all the little hide holes and all the little back doors in and out. But I would walk through the crowd and just stop and look at random people. And all I would say is, have you seen my daughter? And just walk away. And next thing you know, they're in the house, and I would just walk in a side door somewhere and just be right next to them again and ask them that shit again. They're like, what the fuck? And it got enough where somebody called security on me and held me there. Security came, and I just looked at them and said, have you seen my daughter? They didn't know who the hell I was. They called the sheriff's department out there to come check on me and get me.
Damn.
And the sheriff's department got out there. I'm like, I'm one of the actors, man. And this security guys looked at me like, you dick, really? You just let us go through all this? Hey, you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.
Right.
That was so much fun.
I love this shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Straight up pineapples, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I love pineapples. So now I got to know what your stance is. Pineapple on pizza.
I've never had it.
What? You are killing me, sir.
Man,
how?
That's one of them things I feel like if I have it, I'm going to like it.
Yo, you will.
But I don't know. But now we've got a Truett's Luau here, which is basically a fancy Chick-fil-A. It's the last one that he designed, and it's a Hawaiian theme. Tiki's. And they have got a luau burger there, which is basically a hamburger with cheese and a big slice of pineapple on it. Oh yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
that's the
I,
shit.
I make Hawaiian burgers sometimes, so I'll take a ring of pineapple and I make a ginger glaze and I grill it
Oh,
and throw it on a burger with fucking bacon
oh,
and wasabi mayo and hot pepper relish, dude. It's fucking killer.
oh, you ain't saying nothing wrong. The mayo, nah, just wasabi I'd be cool with. But I ain't a mayo guy. But I have found a horseradish that I finally got again that I love. It's called nasal napalm. Oh, dude, it's great. It is really strong. It makes it where no other horseradish is really that good anymore. So you can get it from a place called the Pepper Palace. You have to order it from them because they're like the tourist towns. But yeah, it's worth it. It's like $20 a bottle, but damn, it's good.
Damn.
But oh yeah, I would probably put that on there.
I love beef, man. Like I said, I eat like 2 fucking top sirloin steaks a day minimum. So, burgers are good too. I just, when doing the cutting phase thing and, getting cut and shit, it's like, okay, no bread, no fucking fun, anything.
Portobello mushrooms.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah, those
great.
big bastards. Oh
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm telling you, if you need to gain weight, I can hook you up. I am a pro. I can tell you how to gain some weight. Because I made a realization the other day. I don't know whether to be proud of myself or disgusted with myself. You know how everybody talks about the COVID-15? Everybody's gaining like 15 or 20 pounds. I've gained 4.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know whether to be proud of that or to stop and say, you have been such a shit-eating, sedentary bastard for so long that this did not even affect you. So I'm like, which do I feel good about?
Hey, man, the silver lining, go for it, glass half full, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm the guy that could go on Naked and Afraid and come out 14 pounds heavier. Everybody else here loses 40 pounds. You came out 14 pounds heavier. They don't know how to hunt. You didn't have anything to hunt with. Don't need it. Got these.
I just see you out there fighting antelope and shit.
Just kicking a lion's ass for its kill. Oh yeah. Take this leg, get the hell out of here.
You're lucky I'm giving you that, you prick.
Well, when I was a kid, you know how they have little alligator farms and shit in Florida?
Yeah.
We went to one of those, and crossing over a little bridge, I actually fell into one of those. Yeah, I ate 3 of them before they could drag me out.
Holy
yeah.
fuck. I went to Gator World out there, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah. I am a carnivore all day long.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Have you seen Kenny Wilkerson's cookbook?
Yes, I have. I got to get that.
Send me a text to your address because I happen to have a spare copy.
Oh, sweet.
I ordered 2 of the only cash I've made off my podcast. I ordered 2 of them. Oh yeah. But there is a recipe in there for salmon. It's wasabi sesame crusted salmon. Holy shit. It's amazing.
Damn. That sounds amazing. I got the fucking cedar plank and everything for that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
I use my charcoal barbecue all summer. I love it.
Oh yeah. I'm not a pellet grill guy at all. And I'm like you. I like charcoal. It just does better.
Yeah, I love it.
And I would probably like a pellet grill, but just the guys who have them and are so militant about them, just like, calm the fuck down. It's an easy bake oven. Stop.
Yeah, it's kind of like that elitist attitude that it just turns you off.
Yeah, I can go inside and watch football while my stuff is smoking or grilling. Oh, yeah. Well, I can take my fucking iPad outside while I'm smoking or grilling and watch it.
Right. More hands-on. It takes talent to actually fucking know how to cook something.
Yeah.
Not let the thing do the whole fucking thing itself.
Yeah. Let's smash the button now. Oh, you got to love it, man. You got to love it. Oh, man. Well, dude, I know you have had a hellacious long day. So we're going ahead and wrap this beast up, man. I appreciate you coming on here. I've had a freaking ball.
Oh, dude, it's been a blast. I fucking, always, anytime. I told you, man, I'm down to do it. Say when, and I'm down. I fucking love this shit. So
hell yeah, same here, man. You get bored, call and say, hey, I'm fixing to record. You might want to get on here.
hell yeah, fuck. I know you're busy with your gig, but if you got the time, I'll fucking hit you up. If you can do it, great. If not, no harm, no foul. We'll figure something out.
Hell yeah, that will work, my brother. We'll tell everybody on here where they can find you.
Holy shit. YouTube.
Everywhere.
Right. YouTube, iHeartRadio, Sirius, Spotify, fucking Pandora, Jesus, Podcast One, all that great shit. IMDb, fuck, everyone seems to find me pretty easily on Facebook. I get so many fucking random friend requests.
Yeah. I get those a lot now too. It's really strange because I don't want to be a dick and not take them, but at the same time, it's like I don't have a clue who this is.
Right. I gotta screen them and just be like, is this a scammer type, profile, or is this like someone legit? Is it a fan? Is it somebody interested in working together? Is it a director, producer, whatever? So, I always kind of glance through their profile. If they've got nothing posted and it's like looks like a brand new profile, then it's not happening.
Yeah. My favorite ones are the ones who, as soon as you accept, send you a message. Would you like me to promote your podcast? I can get you 50,000 hits for $3. I'm like, no.
So far
good.
my favorite experience has been a profile that adds me and immediately messages me with like, hey, blah blah blah. And I knew it was a bullshit profile because it's like a dude's name, but like a white blonde chick picture, generic. And I said, fake profiles get blocked. And they're like, bye. And I blocked them. I'm like, you even admitted it's a fake profile.
Nice. Well, man, I tell you, I'm thrilled. You're kicking ass, and I feel like I am. I don't have my solid numbers, and that's driving me insane. But I actually hit 4 countries today. I'm in England now.
That's dope, bro.
So,
and I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot, dude. I keep busy. It's what I do.
yeah.
And you're fucking kicking all sorts of ass. Like, I had the luxury of coming into this being known for other shit, so that kind of helps. But, for somebody to do as well as you're doing that decided to do this, organically, that's impressive because I see a lot of shows that just flounder and they don't, and you either have it or you don't, and you definitely do. So, I'm not surprised by your fucking success, and I think it's just the beginning for you. So, keep at it.
I'm ready for the Rogan money.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get the Rogan money. I'm going to do kind of like he did, but not quite. I'm buying about 500 acres of land down here. And if you belong on it, you have a place to live on it. You won't want for anything. If you don't belong on it, your ass ain't getting on it.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking to expand now into movies and start making some, decent dough and fucking doing cool parts. But, I remember Sherry asked me because there's a documentary made about my life. She's like, if they were to do a movie about your life, who would you get to play? Like, who do you think they would get to play you? And she goes and says Donnie Wahlberg, which floored me. She's like, that's who you remind me of. And I was thinking more like a disheveled Gary Busey. So thanks to Sherry for being so complimentary.
I could see the first fight scene. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be. See, I think the resemblance is strong enough. I should play you.
There you go.
It's like watching the same screen right here.
Right. I get confused which one's which. It's like when I'm playing Mario Kart when I'm high, I'm looking at the top and bottom screen. I can't remember which one I am.
I understand that one. I understand. Oh yeah.
When you think you're doing really well, then you realize, oh, that's not me. That's the second player. You're driving into a wall repeatedly.
Doing the 360s, dang, dang, dang. I keep hitting that son of a bitch with a turtle. He can't even move. No. Oh man, I ain't played Mario Kart in forever. I need to get it out and play it.
I love it. I've been playing it, the Super Nintendo version, no less. It's fucking.
Oh yeah, that's the best one.
Fucking love it. Playing on shrooms on fucking Rainbow Road is not the move.
I tell you, my favorite game I ever played though is just because of a glitch in it, and I could piss my brother off really bad. It was one of the football games for Sega, but you could pick a team and there was one player on it.
Bo
If you threw the
Jackson.
ball to him, that motherfucker was just, boom, he was out of there.
Yeah, Bo Jackson.
Yeah. And I would just do a lap around the field, and all those people would just kind of follow. And I'd do it till time was almost up. He would just throw his controller and say, "Fuck, you ain't playing no more." And I'd make the touchdown. Okay, I won't do him no more.
It's like NHL 95. A guaranteed goal is just do a wraparound because the goalie doesn't reach the other side fast enough. The AI glitch.
But when Modern Warfare 2 came out, remember the elevator glitch? I was on a map and there was this kid on there and he had tried to do this entire game. And he finally got it. He was up and he was talking shit. And I just walked up, looked up, and shot his ass out of the sky with my pistol. Oh, dude, I got so much shit for that, but it was such fun.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you did it, but don't be a dick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got to start doing games again. The last new video game I bought was Black Ops. Been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, all right, brother. Well, till next time.